What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Illuminati, back with another video. That's right. So let's talk about it, man. Everybody out there sitting trying to wait for that eclipse today. Your boy right here. It's 2:55 p.m. Getting ready to get it in on the podcast. By the time I go back upstairs, I should be done missed it. Probably more than likely. Don't care to see no kind of change in the sky right now. I'm not looking for signs. I'm looking for, I'm looking for restoration from the spirit of God. Restoration. A lot of us, I feel like, including myself, and I feel like it's because of everything that's going on in the atmosphere and all the darkness and all the energy that's being spewed out into our worlds right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a dawning effect, and it's taunting our spirit. But this is why I encourage the people, if you're just getting into the word and reading the word, read more of that word. If you're just getting into prayers, read more of them prayers. If you're just getting into doing any kind of works or skills, using your talents for the Lord, do those things. Do those things, bro, because it's those things that's going to manifest anything that God gives you. God is the author of his manifestation and his gifts and his spirit, bro. So if you're trying to manifest anything, you should be manifesting and establishing a great connection with God himself. So that he can begin to manifest in your life and manifest the way everybody want to keep throwing these words manifest all over the place. Nigga, the only thing y'all manifesting is demons. If you're not letting God manifest his spirit inside you, which will completely have you doing his will and his way, the way he acts, not through crystals, not through tarot cards, not through all that BS. Now, y'all niggas know y'all going to hell for that. That's cool. You're not going to win this game that you still playing, right? Remember, the wages of sin is death. You're blatantly sinning against God if you're doing these things. You're blatantly sinning against God if you're allowing people to do these things in your midst. He already told you. He said, what fellowship does light have with darkness? I don't know. Maybe an eclipse? I don't know. That's for them. So for those people who are going out there trying to look for the wonders and signs, versus the people who are looking for God, constantly seeking him. It says, seek ye first in the kingdom and all things shall be added. It didn't tell you to wait for no damn eclipse so you can feel like you're getting these gifts and you're going to get all these different powers and all this energy and this money and all this successful shit. Where do y'all see y'all getting any of this shit at on the brink of an apocalypse? Let's start there. Can we stop forgetting, stop trying to use every single thing to forget where we are in that prophecy? Huh? Because the last I checked, it ain't tell everybody to sit around, wait for no clips and gain no damn energy. It told men like me, hey, prepare the Gentiles for war. Also, I'm going to prepare you 2/3 who've been disobeying the word of God. I'm going to prepare you for the days that are to come. The days. See, it's the thing that you guys are in right now, a daze, which is also a phase. They done confused you and your spirit to the point of thinking that y'all getting ready to receive powers. You're getting ready to receive the strongest delusion to the point of possession. Then we just got to get y'all up out of here because you're taking up our space. And I prefer to do that in the world that's fallen. I prefer to do that in the world that's starting to have less produce and less productivity. I prefer to do that in a country that is becoming to be more overpopulated with people of sin. I prefer to do that. See, the same people that have been interested in these zombie movies and every single spiritual movie and all the dead and the ghosts and this and that and the spirits that can talk to you and all that, it's going to be y'all that's going to be possessed. It's going to be y'all that's going to be the zombies. It's going to be y'all that FEMA's going to have to come and pick up and put in on plastic coffins. It's going to be y'all. It's going to be y'all. Okay? So y'all knew that this was a spiritual war that was getting ready to be taking place. In the midst of that, also a physical one. You already been warned you was going to lose. Why would you still, stand up to fight this fight knowing that you can't win? See what I'm saying? Listen. I'm not even like, yeah, I'm about it. I might got balls or whatever. I might do this or that. But I don't think I'm going to just go purposely enter myself in a fight that I know I can't win. See, it was smart for the people to come up with the cliche term that says, if you can't beat them, join them. Okay? Because see, y'all got yourselves thinking that we can't beat y'all. Nigga, y'all is playing against God himself, bro. You understand? That's like a whole brick wall in front of us right now. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. And we're getting ready to start seeing very shortly and very soon how the dots are getting ready to be connected on you individuals that have been doing all these tarot card readings, you know what I'm saying, believing in the Cern project, trying to manifest spirits and things, this, that, and the third, all on your own, all on sin, right? Okay. Let me show you what Cern has got worked up. Now, in the beginning, when they started making that Hadron Collider, their reason for making that collider was so they could find out the pace that keeps human life together. You know, when a person died, the negative and the positive blood cells, right? They're together. When a person dies, they fall apart, right? So when they hit you with the defibrillator thing or whatever, boom, they go clear, bam. Your negative positive blood cells come back together and they reach a pulse again. And that pulse comes from the sun, dog. That pulse comes from the sun. Every living, breathing thing on this planet comes from the pulse of the sun. I believe, and I don't know about germs, because I don't know if they're even connected to that part, or parasites either. I'm not sure, but I'm telling you, there's things that can live in the dark without lights and it's shit like that. And that's why you can't enter certain foods in your body, because you understand what I'm saying? Because they have a spiritual connection to these things, okay? Anything like that, a parasite, anything parasitic, anything that is like that, it should not be in your body. It can kill you. You understand? Anything that's going in your body that's not designed to be there, it's not of God, okay? And that's why he even has certain foods he don't want you to eat. But let me tell you how they realized what the pace was. When they started clashing the experiment, they said, we're going to start this experiment up and we're going to start clashing these particles because we want to find out which particles that we clash can be the entity or whatever that we're going to use to keep the life together, right? But as they kept clashing so many experiments, they begin to realize, this is in the very beginning, this is years ago, maybe 70, 80 years ago. They've been clashing this experiment so they can figure out the particles that would make that happen. But what they ended up figuring out was, as they were clashing particles and they were turning on the experiment so high, it was giving off an essence. You know how when you use your amplifier, y'all turn your speakers up so much and you smell that. You smell, hey, yo, what's that smell? So they started to dig into that. Like, what is that? What is coming off of that? And they said, oh, it's just the negatives. And at first, it didn't really register them because they realized negatives were basically like a deposit, like it was trash, right? But no, they didn't realize that those negatives can be recycled. Those negatives actually still hold power. As a matter of fact, a lot more power than that made the negatives. They realized by using this electricity, it has to give off negatives. If we use power, right? We got a full battery, right? That battery has power. It's charged power. Once we use it, it turns into negative power. But where does the negative power go? Into the atmosphere. Nigga, it don't go nowhere else. That's why if you turn your amp up and you keep it on so long, you eventually smell it. You understand? That, what you smell, is antimatter. There's no doubt about it, my friend. You smell electricity, you smell antimatter. You know, you say that you smell electricity. You don't smell the electricity. You smell the deposits, the negatives of the electricity. The shit it already used up. The shit already burnt up. So if I took a piece of paper, right, and I burnt the paper on fire, you're going to say, I smell paper burning. Or you're going to say, I smell fire. You smell the burnt paper. Understand? That's what you smell. The part of the paper that's not burnt, yeah, you don't smell that. You smell the part that's burning. Now, the part with that is that negative part that is a negative positive, Yeah, basically. They found out that it is an exclusive positive. That means you could take all this little bit of energy. But see, they got to clash a lot of energy just to get that antimatter. They got to clash so much of it just to get a little bit of it. And you know how powerful they said this is? They said it's 1 grain of salt is equivalent to 4 Hiroshima bombs. Now, they can make that happen physically. But to think about it, this is antimatter. How could they take antimatter and make something physical matter? Well, the same way that they did freaking the atom bomb. You understand? But now, listen, when they made that joint, they didn't have no antimatter in it. If they put antimatter in that joint, they probably would have blew the freaking world up, my nigga. You understand? The same thing that they're trying to use that antimatter to put in high-tech weapons to shoot at whatever they think coming through the sky, trying to infiltrate. When reality, all we would have had to do, or all anything would have had to do, was just let this planet go on for another 20 years. Y'all niggas would have killed yourself for all this dumb shit. Everything that you can imagine. Everything that come out of your mouths is against lively living. Oh no? How about adultery, breaking up families, causing individuals to go on 10, 15 years without procreating and making families for their motherfucking self? What about that? By the time it's time, niggas is old and shit and that. You understand what I'm saying? How about abortions? You understand? Abortions. Is that pro-life or is that anti-life? See, these things are anti-life. And all these things that are anti-life is literally antimatter. Think about it. Because antimatter was there before God said, let there be light. That's who it was that spoke that. And the Spirit of Christ that got all the power in the world, that can make people walk on water and all this other stuff. Yeah, is that not a frequency? Is that not an energy? What do you think it is? Do y'all think it's something else? You think it's just big, bright, white light? Or could it possibly be some darkness in there? Could it be? Why? Because that's the line of Christ, bro. That's the most powerful thing in the yin-yang joint. The line in the middle, the one that holds the balance to both sides, cuz? Come on. So you telling me that line ain't got no power? If it can hold this side from that side and that side from that? I mean, one of these things got to be the strongest thing in here. I would say it was the line. Why? Because see, that line is connected to the full outside circle as well. If it wasn't for that line, nothing in that inside would be there. You understand? Only thing that would be there is what the line is made out of. And what is it made out of? Dark, right? If you had to draw the yin yang sign, I'm going to give you one black marker and a white sheet of paper. And then you tell me what that line is at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? So you got the line on the outside, the line through the middle, and then you got the darkness right there. See, that darkness was being fair and gave you another side. Yeah, that darkness, that God that said, let there be light. Yeah, that Christ. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. No, in the beginning was the Spirit. How? Because there was nothing physical here. Or then the Spirit was with God and the Spirit was God. Because if there was a Word, the Word would have had to come from a motherfucking physical fucking face. So obviously when the physical Word, it was a spiritual Word. So in the beginning was the Spirit was with God, the Spirit was God. In the beginning was antimatter was with God, and the antimatter was God, the Spirit, frequency, period. Darkness, whatever you want to call it, man. Y'all niggas gonna keep denying that shit until they keep on sending these Passovers and all this shit. And every time, 3 days of darkness, it's gonna be dark on this and this and the third. All right, so you don't want to understand that darkness resides under his feet like he said it do. His favorite hiding place is in darkness, and his secret hiding place is in darkness. So what's all up with all this darkness talk when it comes around God? Because somewhere, maybe for eons and years before we even got here, he was just chilling with the dark with God knows what before he even said, let there be light, basically, to let there be life. So people want to go over this Big Bang theory, like the Big Bang and all this, that, and the third. Okay, well then, if it was to per se, right? Who caused the Big Bang theory then, fool? Do you understand what I'm saying? A Big Bang, and there's no accident that's going to put all this together perfectly. Do you understand? Anything that's an accident that's put together purposely, it's called fucking destiny, nigga. And that shit comes from somewhere. That shit comes from somebody. Now, if you want to recognize nothing like that, but you want to recognize crystals and stones and believe that there's all these other powers in the fucking world, well, then if there was, who the hell you think put them there? Or no, let me guess that you people just think that you're so powerful enough that you can manifest your own powers. That's what you think. Powers of what? Powers that's going to save you? Because there ain't no powers of safety. You're still running your mouth. You can ready to get clocked by the Glock. What power is going to save you then? It's too late. What's going to save you? You're on the other side. What's going to save you? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing's going to save y'all. You understand? So, trust me, bro. And how dare you ever challenge us to see that if to find out if you're protected by Satan. Don't ever challenge us to find nothing like that out. Because see, me, I want to prove that you're not. You understand? I want to prove that you're not. I don't care about everybody else's task and what they came here to do for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? I work off strategic methods on getting this shit across to the people. Hey, listen, if this shit don't work, it don't work. But that would just be that particular person. That's something I feel like in these people's spirit that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things that a lot of people gonna have to get over, man. Like accepting the actual truth, man. If you don't know how to accept the truth by now, you're gonna be so much more lost than you see everybody else is. And our job ain't to argue. The more you argue right now, you shouldn't even be arguing when it comes to information. If you don't believe it, you should turn it off and go the other way. That's what I do. Why? Because I don't got time to be filling my mind up with no bullshit that I already know is bullshit. So if you sitting back for even a few seconds, you listening long enough to even comment. So what made you sit there so long? What made you feel that what I was saying at the particular moment that brung you in wasn't bullshit? And what makes you feel like it is now? You see what I'm saying? That's your human self trying to knock some goddamn sense into your motherfucking ass, man. So understand when they turn this experiment on. When they turn it on, right? Cern understands that antimatter is now connected with our positive and negative blood cells. Think about it, just like the yin yang. You got the light side, the dark side, and the line in the middle. What's the line in the middle, y'all? Remember, the line in the middle is dark. Told you. That's the same reason why they told you, oh, we all got a little bit of COVID in us. Oh, we all got a little bit of antimatter in us. Oh, we all got a little bit of death in us. Oh, death? Oh, where I'm going at with that now? I know. Slow the fuck up. So I could tell you when the Bible said that death would not escape them. Not that they would not escape death. What do you mean death would not escape me? As if death was trapped inside my body? Well, then what would happen if it couldn't get out? Well, they would be stuck together if it couldn't get out. Do you understand what's happening here? They're turning up the juice. You know what's going to happen? They will be stuck together. Why do you think that it said that they will try to kill themselves and they won't be able to die? Why? Because their positive and their negative blood cells are stuck together because of Cern is constantly trying to bring God's spirit, which is an eternal being, into the atmosphere to try to change these beings from human beings to eternal beings. But this fucking flesh couldn't even last that long. But they was willing to go looking like Queen Elizabeth. They didn't care to live 150 years. They only got it to max out with that. And they did all this to get an extra 30 years on human life. Because y'all niggas really thought y'all was going for the eternal. And y'all thought y'all was going to turn the skin and all this. See, this is why the Bible said when they do that and they take this mark, because they want to become that they're going to have lesions and stuff like that all over their body, bro. He going to start the process of rotting you out early. Like, look, these bodies wasn't even made for this much sin to be in them. God put a little bit of that darkness in us. A little bit of what he had, bro. Hey, nigga, he the one that said, let there be light and came from out of darkness. So why would you think that the darkness just disappeared? Why is it that darkness still exists? Why is it that there's a up and a down and a left and a right and a good and a bad? Because it's always going to be the balance. See, I don't think, before this life shit for us, this shit wasn't always balanced, nigga. The Lord gave us a reason to give him balance. He made balance for himself, bro. He made it. Because he didn't always have us. He didn't always have love. He didn't always have life. He didn't always have light. You understand? So what did he have? He had all the opposite. That's why he got so much wrath, vengeance, so much nuts. He got balls. He'll you know what I'm saying? Nigga. You niggas is lucky, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, because of the fact that he gave us the balance before himself, it's the same reason why he got mercy on that. Because that would literally be like him destroying himself. A part of himself. A part of himself that he created, that he recreated. Think about it. God said, let there be light. No, because in the beginning was the Word. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So, oh yeah, okay, well then you said it was already God. Well, I said it wasn't him. Well, because it said God said that let there be light. But before there was life, remember, it wasn't even no physical form. So what said let there be light in the middle of darkness? What did? What did? His spirit did. His spirit spoke. And it said, so if you think about it, in the beginning, I'm not changing the word, okay? I'm just saying if you think about it. If you think about it, in the beginning was the Spirit, and the Spirit was with God, and the Spirit was God. So in the beginning was the Spirit, and that Spirit was with God, and that Spirit was God. That means God was him. And like I said, he could just take off people's spirit and just let it run its own thing. Still him. Just like he made us with that. With that. And what made the light? What made the life? That darkness, the soil. So he threw that into us and it made us. Do you get it? Now, what Cern and them is doing is tampering with it. The antimatter, trying to manipulate it. The only people who are going to be able to be manipulated is the people who are not saved by Christ, by God. You know, we already back by the whole line, all right? By the whole. So that dark side is meant for anybody who is attracted to darkness or open to darkness. He already gave us his mercy. He wants to live with that forever as well. Whenever he does things for. He's an eternal God. So the only thing that he really made it here temporary ever was us. Think about it. There was nothing else ever here before us. And I mean people in general. I don't give a damn how long you go back to. Because I'll tell you like this. Once this shit over, it ain't gonna be none of them motherfuckers here no more. Ain't gonna be nobody like y'all here no more. At all. Won't be none of this tarot card reading shits. Ain't gonna be a whole bunch of people out here thinking they God and all this other shit. Ain't gonna be none of that no more. Because all you are gonna be in hell forever. This was your only opportunity. You don't get no more than that. You would wish that you get another life form, another dimension, in another time, and reincarnated, this, that, and the third. Nigga, it is over. Even if y'all was reincarnated all the way to this point and you made it here, hey, let me tell you something from the soldier. It's finito. It's over for you guys. That's it. This is the end of the run. Now, we're taking back our crowns in our lands and our grounds. And we're going to let you know to your face, you shall be removed soon. Very soon. Hey, I'm not playing with this. Hey, I ain't playing with it. I'm gonna let everybody else playing with it, and I'm gonna sit back cool on that because I'm gonna be like this. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Look, I'm looking at how big of a king in this world I'm actually gonna be. I'm like, wow. It kind of make me feel like I'm gonna be the king of this world. Why? Because you ain't battling. You ain't up here telling the Gentiles prepare for war. You ain't ready to go take no land back. All right? You ain't getting bucked like that. You ain't putting yourself on blast, letting these niggas know what the task is. That's not what y'all doing. So you're not about that. Oh, okay. So if I feel like if I'm going to be the only one fighting, cool. Let me be the only one fighting. But when it's time to start getting kingmanship and get crowned out this bitch, I don't want to see none of you niggas in my way. I don't want to see none of you niggas on my field. I don't want to see that at all. Still got respect for you. Go do your own thing. But just know, these grounds right here is for battlegrounds, bro. You want to come get this kingmanship, you got to go land on these battlegrounds, cuz. We done played chess before. Even the king is on the board, bro. Y'all niggas is looking this way and this and that way. We over here playing chess. Y'all playing Milton Bradley. Y'all playing Uno. I don't know what the hell y'all playing, bro. Still, y'all made it to a certain point and y'all thinking it's a real game. And I'm like, nigga, that's checkers. That's checkers what you playing. You think you playing king right now? You think you playing on a battlefield right now? You are not on a battlefield unless you battling. You understand? You are not on a battlefield unless you're battling. And if you on a battlefield for God, then that means you battling demons. Okay? Period. That's the task. That's the task, bro. That's the task. Oh, y'all ain't know that's what's going to be the task is? Well, Let them crank up the juice for you so you can see how much more possessed they're going to be. Because like I said, the ones who don't got that back into the spirit of Christ is going to have the Antichrist spirit, which is just that antimatter. See, listen, if you ain't got Christ in you at this moment, your spirit is nothing but antimatter, which you can say it's antichrist, but nigga, I know what it actually is. Dog. It's the fact that when people play with Christ in the first place, how they get possessed. Didn't you know? Didn't you know? You can think it, y'all can think that, oh, it's playing with the demon. People play with demons all the time. You don't see them get possessed like that. Keep playing with God and see what happens to you. Strong delusion sound more of a possession to me, don't you think? Y'all don't understand how strong the delusion actually is. We are already trying to call what God said he was going to do, but he ain't finished doing what he fucking said. He said he's going to pour out a strong delusion. Who said he was done pouring, nigga? Who said he was done pouring? Nigga, he probably only poured a little drips on them little niggas. I'm telling you, because he about to dump the rest of it on them, bro. And when he do, y'all going to see what I mean. Full possession going to be turned up. That's going to make a lot of individuals sick, physically sick, and they're going to die. Sick, they're going to get sick in the head individually, and they're also going to die from hunger and starvation. From pestilence and starvation. That's how 1/3 of them die. The other 1/3 of them die by the sword. And then the other 1/3 get scattered in the wind. I mean, you can only assume who those lucky guys would be. You feel me? So there's 3/3 in this picture of things that's going to be happening to individuals out here. So why are some of them going to die with pestilence and famine? Why? What is pestilence? Pestilence is a spirit that is residing inside of somebody's body that is very evil. A demonic, dark spirit. That's what pestilence is. And you don't even understand what kind of pestilence it is. But you tell me, that's why I'm trying to tell y'all don't want to play with any of these pestilence. That's why I try to tell you, somebody like me, I don't deal with no pestilence at all. Because see, one pestilence can bring a lot of pestilence. One pestilence can turn into a lot of pestilence, or one pestilence can bring in a lot of pestilence. And I don't mean that by other physical people. I just means that being an attached host to the world full of demons that could constantly continue to retrieve back into this world by using one host. And particularly, and they do this on missions and jobs to take out certain people. But see, listen. You got to be strong-willed-minded man to fight against these things. Because if they really could take us out, they could just pull a jaw down and just bow. Why they ain't just do that yet? Because they can't. All they could do is just run their mouth until we take them out. If you feel like your spirit is getting diluted by motherfuckers that's around you, I'm telling you, you better go defend your life and your soul right now. You better defend your life and your soul right now. I don't care if you got to verbally put this shit in the atmosphere and say, listen, the next time this shit goes down, I'm killing you demons. I'm killing you witches. I'm getting you up out of here. I'm getting you up out of here by any means necessary because I know I can't. Dog, I'm not going to keep playing in this world, bro. Telling me that there's demons arising and shit and they trying to like take us. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What? Where the guns at? Come on, man. Come on. Where's the soldiers? We got a whole military, but they ain't waking up trying to realize that humanity is under attack. But they're ready to use them. But let me tell you what they're going to use them for. Versus the people who are going to be left behind for the 7-year tribulation. We're still in our years of tribulation right now. The tribulation of those days, which the Bible speaks of. When it says the tribulation of those days, it meant the days before even the war, the mighty war. And the mighty war is a part of that too. But those are still the days before Christ even comes back. All right. So we live a tribulation time too. So I don't want people to get mixed up when it's talk about tribulation times in that Bible, because then they all try to pertain to one time and now they can't figure out if we before or after tribulation. Niggas, two. Okay. One for the church and one for the aftermath, bro. For the hard-headies. Okay. Mind you, the church wasn't never getting up out of here without getting tested and tried. Who told y'all was that safe? Because y'all wasn't that holy. You understand? Come on, man. Be straight up, bro. Be straight up. Every last one of us. None of us is that holy. All right? He's making this time, our tribulation time, for us to get that shit right. All right? Then after all this, you take us, because we're going to get it right. We're going to get it right. Trust me. It's no other way. But for those other ones, The hard-headed ones, the ones who are severely controlled by Satan, well, they're going to get left behind. Okay? And there are a lot of them that are going to wake up that same day. You understand? Like God said he would. When that trumpet sound, it's the trumpet of God. Yeah, but by then it's for them. It's too late to make the elite. You understand? His elect, I meant. It's too late to make that, but they still will be woken up at the first trumpet. And that's the trumpet when I believe there's other trumpets called, but that's the trumpet when that day, the actual first trumpet, when he blow that horn and y'all hear it, and that's the coming of Christ. That's the first trumpet, dog. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know what else you're talking about. Because other than that, he would have blew the trumpet. Y'all talking about we on the sixth trumpet. The fuck? Ain't niggas, is more people is going back to sleep. We seeing the falling away from the church right now, dog. And those ones that fell from the church, by the time he blow that trumpet, they're going to hear it, but their ass is going to be here. Okay? All right? That's how that's going, son. All right? And if it wasn't, it wouldn't have said it. And you know what else? If it really wasn't, it wouldn't make so much sense to me. Like, every time I read it, I can literally see it, dog. I'm like, oh, hold up, man. You know what? This book and his words in there is too advanced and too really spiritual connected in so other ways. It's just like, yo, I'm going to tell you this on this side. I'm going to tell you this on that side. And they got you connecting all the real dots in the back end. That's what makes a true fighter out of the real believers of Christ. Because there's nothing you could tell us, dog, that's going to shut us down from the way our God's been working, bro, in our life. So y'all niggas can hate on that all you want. I hate you guys, these demons that attached to the host. You know, we don't got hate in our heart, but I hate the fact that I got to still sit here and wait amongst a war God already put me up to. So I sit here and ask God sometimes, like, Lord, how am I supposed to do this balanced stuff, trying to be humble at the same time? I still got to keep myself excited for some real action on this mug. Because y'all don't see no real action needed to be put in place here. Y'all don't. I'm sorry, but I can't get in feminine mood right now with y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get comfortable like that, bro. I'm not getting chill. I'm not getting none of that shit, man. Y'all niggas chill. Y'all chill. We head to the end of the world, right? God looking upon us to be leaders. You trying to be chill. I'm not saying I'm trying to be loose cannons, bro. I don't give a damn who want to follow me, who want to fucking sign off and unsubscribe and all this nut ass shit, man. Listen, those are the people that already want away from me anyway. You don't want to deal with me whatsoever. I'm here to not do any really thing good to those type of people. You feel what I'm saying? So if we end up having to meet up in the comment section, trust me, I'm going to discreficize their life, period. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be ignorant, and it's going to be everything that you would never thought it was. No mercy, bro. No mercy. I have no mercy with these individuals, dog. You can't come to me with like an NPC talking to me about real world shit, trying to get me to go along with some computerized bullshit. I'm about to start slamming you niggas to see if y'all really got a brain in your head, cuz. I'm telling you, man. God said he's getting ready to be putting pestilence in the people. You supposed to sit here and live with pestilence? What did he tell us to do with the pestilence, man? He's sitting there giving y'all heads up that he getting ready to put pestilence in the people. And then he gave y'all heads up what to do with pestilence. So he ain't going to give you heads up. He already told, prepare the Gentiles for war. Dog, that's already telling you now. That's a command telling you to go give them a heads up. Huh? So am I still fighting this battle by myself, y'all? Am I still ready by myself? Because listen, you ain't ready if you ain't checking the chin of them enemies. And I mean this in a spiritual form. I mean this everywhere you go into a certain vicinity, there's always other energies down in there trying to project other shit to tear your energy down. No, we're here to conquer now. Our energy here to conquer now. It's enough with the dumb shit. You can't do it, call me up. I'll make the hit for you, cuz. You know what I'm saying? If you need this motherfucker to shut up, bro, you got to start contemplating on how to do that. Why? Because if it bothers you all the way to the point where you start feeling like you're not you anymore, they already winning, bro. You'd have been better off putting them in the dirt. You'd have been better off putting them in. Hey, listen. I ain't trying to be up here with hate speech. We are in a war against demons and witches out here. All right? And it's getting to a point. Listen, these people want our souls. They don't give a fuck about our life. They would rather us sell our life right now so we can lose our soul. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which one is more important, your life or your soul? Which one would you fight for first? All right, cool. They could disrespect this, that, and the third. That's out of life. But you sitting here trying to pull witchcraft, motherfucker. You know what I got to do you for that? Do you know what I got to do to you for that? You pull up in my comment section and you try to turn my people and you try to turn shit against me, manipulating against me, so discord me, witchcraft on me. You know what I would try to do for that, bro? I would do everything in my power to find these individuals, bro. And everything in my power, by any means necessary, by God himself, to make that shit stop. All right, I'm sorry, I'm back. But my lawn guy, man, it seems like the last couple of weeks he's just been out here just running rampant. And he keeps cutting my freaking Wi-Fi, bro. Literally, I'm sitting here doing a video. John just goes out. I'm trying to figure out what just happened. He goes outside. You know, he's an older guy, so you know what I'm saying. I guess I gotta just roll with the punches on that. He just told me my last 2 cuts is free anyway, so it is what it is. I just got a couple of these extra pieces or whatever. So every time he come back around here and just cut that joint out, I just be like, oh man, it's old guy, dog. Man. Until I start cutting my own grass. Damn. Man. But hey, man, he does a good job. But other than that, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed the message, the stream. I know sometimes I could get a little, you know what I mean, with it, because for real, I'm really up for the fight, bro. I'm really up for the fight, and because I can't be here thinking that it's not gonna be a fight, man. Niggas is aggravating, bro. Come on, man. So. And I'm not all about fighting, bro. Listen, I'm about love. We got to get to the peace. I got all that inside me. It's just buried deep down from all the dirt and the bullshit they put on me. So when we going to be able to bring that, how you going to bring all that peace out on the inside if you covered up with all this? Come on, man. This is what they look at you as. So we got to get past all this to get to that. That means you got to go to war to get the peace, cuz. Y'all understand? Y'all still trying to fix things before this war happened. That's not going to happen. Okay, you're trying to fix these issues before things happen to settle things. This is what brings everybody back to their natural function and natural way of thinking. Okay, devastation. They need to be devastated first. There's nothing out here. Your words is not going to devastate them. Okay, you're not going to devastate these 4B motherfuckers. Okay, with nothing but words. Okay, the scriptures ain't devastating them. Don't you get it? Even Proverbs 20:30 says a severe beating will knock all the evil out of you. Well, why would it say that if you could just use the scriptures all day? Why would it say that we could just use our fucking mouth? It said a severe beating. You understand what a severe beating is? Proverbs 20:30 tells you this. And I hear no one, and I mean absolutely no one, speaking on those scriptures. That is a big scripture. These are huge scriptures when it comes to doing the will of God, okay? You want to expose, we want the demons out of the community, but we're not doing any of the work. How you going to usher the word of God if you're not governed to protect it? You understand what I'm saying? This is why he made men to usher that word, because you need to come with a governing for his word, for his discipline. You don't let nobody get in there and tell you what you can and can't do when God already told you, okay? That's how I'm rolling. He could tell me I'm wrong about New Testament, Old Testament shit later, nigga. He could tell me that himself. But until that, I'm rocking with the whole script, nigga. Till next time, it's your boy Don Illuminati. Peace and one love.